What is happening? Welcome to another pitch video breakdown. My name is Nick Pollack. Today we're going to talk about Max Fried, and I'm excited about this because Max Fried wasn't very good earlier on in the year, and when against the Dodgers, we're all a little bit terrified of what we will get. But he was really good in this one, and we're going to watch his final inning because I think that's really important to showcase how he ramped up through the entire year, and he dominated in this last inning. And I've got some new tools today, so I'm excited to try them off. I have no idea how it's going to go. But we're going to just have fun. Here we go. So we got first pitch curveballs coming here. And generally when it comes to the curveball from Fried, it's fine if it's up here, right? But most of the time, I mean, maybe in like a first pitch one, it's trying to get more down in the zone over here. But like up here can be more of a hanger later in the count. You can get away with it in 0-0, but in general, you're trying to get down here. All right, moving forward. Oh, okay. I gotta figure this out. I just got this new tool. I'm getting all the things ready. See, okay, that one's a bouncer. Just kind of a waste pitch, and now actually, it kind of gives away the 1-1 pitch because now that Fried went 1-1, 1-0 curveball, and 0-1 curveball, and just first two pitches, he's not gonna throw another one now. So either now Fried is trying to go with a fastball high and tight over here, or he's trying to go with one down here, or you can probably expect a cutter to play off of this, not cutter, really more of a slider, that would land in here, or maybe he's trying to do a backdoor one over here. So of these four options, I mean, maybe that fastball does come down to about here. If you see anything in the middle of the plate, anything kind of up here, you know it's kind of a mistake. But of these 5 spots and 5 things, kind of decide what you want it to be. Make your decision. I'm gonna lean that he's gonna try and pepper it up and in there. Let's see. All right. So it was lower. So they try to go the down one, like down and in as opposed to up and in. But yeah, same idea, trying to go inside, and it's pretty cool. So sweet. That's a great on the black pitch for Max Fried. And let me know, by the way, in the comments if you like these extra colors and everything that I'm doing. Now at 1-2, this is the time. This is the time that you trying to get that slider here, right? You don't want necessarily too high up because I think it's easier for bets to kind of take. It's more tempting on the whole path if it does fall down into this death zone. You don't really want to put that over here because that's pretty much a strike from here and going all the way down, and bets will swing on that and drop it. And it's a little dangerous doing that, but if he's throwing this harder slider now, this could be a really awesome offering. Let's see what we get. And he overthrew that. I mean, this is... I think you know that. So here's the thing now. In 2-2, does Max Fried go back to that? Does he try and execute the thing that he wanted to execute? I would try and do the same thing again. Just do it right this time. Oh, that's cool. So one pitch I didn't mention was the changeup. And this is one that that starts essentially over here. And then you're going to see fall off the plate that way. So like the whole plane of this is going out like that, right? Which is, I know, a terrible drawing. I mean, if you really want like a proper one, it's like this. No, it's really hard to do with the camera angle, but you guys know the path of it, right? It's going straight for here and then it's going to fall off down and away. And yeah, watch that here on that changeup. So good. And at 2-2, Betts thinks that he's got that fastball away that he's going to push off the right field. Realizes that's the changeup, and it's good that the changeup fell off the plate. You're thinking, oh, don't you want that to be inside the zone at 2-2 because then there'll be strike 3 if he doesn't swing. He's going to swing because if it's a 2-2 changeup then it's here, that means it started over here. And the entire time it's over the plate, and then Betts crutches it to right field, right? There's no deception there. There's no reason why Betts would not swing. But because this one started on the plate and then went off, Betts is swinging and missing. Great stuff from Fried. So now you got Freddie Freeman. So it's this is the French matchup because it's FR versus FR. Sorry. Anyway, what you normally would see from Fried in this one is you have the slider. If you guys notice, I'm using different colors or different pitch types. You're trying to get the slider around here. I'm trying to say down and away through this. You don't want to get it up. It's actually really easy for a guy like Freddie Freeman who does such a good job of it, of keeping the bat down and really his whole body away so that he can push anything that is elevated away up to left field. Kind of what we're talking about with Betts. But I think Freddie Freeman does such a good job of that. So you got to be very careful. You want to throw the slider here. You could go with that changeup down in here eventually. I mean, this is essentially what the game plan is for Freddie Freeman here. Then you want that fastball up here, and you want that fastball also same area with the slider over here. And then if you're going to throw a curveball, you don't want to throw it in there. You kind of want it around this area as well. And also maybe down here. Like you essentially you're just trying to avoid down and in. You're trying to avoid here and here and here. You might be able to see some fastballs come in like this and really tie up Freeman. But that's the lovely painting of the approach that you're probably going to see from Fried in this one. You may see some fastballs that come up here, but this is generally what we're trying to get from Fried in this at bat. So let's see what we get. So there's a slider that you saw was supposed to be down here, and you actually even saw the glove there. It floated up here. Should be very happy that you got a strike with that one. But now at 0-1, you can kind of mess around with whatever you want. You can probably freeze him again with the curveball. You can maybe throw another slider away. I would actually be very careful not throwing one at the moment, and maybe actually peppering a fastball down away. Change the speeds a little bit, change the movement profiles, and then come back to the slider so it's a little bit more deceptive. There's the curveball. I like that. And Freeman's on it for a while, but there's just too much movement going away. Not to mention, because Fried is all the way on the left here, even if there isn't a ton of horizontal movement on it, the whole travel of this is going from left of the plate to the right of the plate, so it's really hard to tell where this one is going to land. Freeman is staying in. I mean, look at this. Closed shoulder, really actually leaning out towards the pitch as he delivers it and tries to get it, but it just goes too far. She's so close. Like, if this is over here, he's got it. Just a little too far. So now at 0-2, let's really think about what that stuff was before. Slider over here seems pretty tempting. You can actually probably pepper a fastball up here and really keep him off balance. Let's see what they go with. Oh, he tried to freeze him. So the other option, right, fastball down and away. That plays off that down and away slider. That's pretty cool. I love that he tried to do. I think Freeman also was like not ready for this. And you can see him kind of like, I don't know, maybe on the front foot looking away. Maybe he was maybe on it. It just kind of seemed like a weird approach there from Freeman. Oh yeah, that is this is the old Pitcher List logo, the old one from PL3 3.0. We are up to 7.0. We've updated our site so many times in so many good ways. So now 1-2, you can actually really surprise him again like you did Mookie Betts with a changeup if you really want. But I would imagine Freeman's looking off speed. You show the fastball once, then you get back to the nasty secondary stuff. Can probably go with a fastball. Well, this is what would happen. If he throws a fastball over here, I bet Freeman fouls it off. He's gonna be slow on the secondary stuff on purpose. He's gonna be slow on the fastball, I should say. So that means that you go up and in with fastball if you're gonna throw a fastball here. But he threw him the changeup. It looks like at 94 could actually be that fastball. It is a fastball with some cut action on it. And we actually saw Freddie Freeman strike out in the same way against Hunter Green with his fastball coming in. It's really hard for Freeman to read this one right now. He's looking back to see if the umpire is going to tell him if it was a strike or not. Oh, man, that's pretty filthy. Oh, that's nice. It's interesting. Like, why is he swinging at that? Because Freeman feels like, oh, no, I've overexposed. And now his reference point for the inside corner is messed up. Because everything was away. Everything was away from the entire time. So they throw something inside. He goes, oh, no. That's like, I don't know if this is a strike or not anymore. And Free was able to take advantage of that. That's pretty cool. So, all right. So now we got Trey Turner. Now for a righty, it's kind of like what we were talking about before. But you're going to see changeups down here. You're not really going to see changeups come inside. If it is, it's a mistake that comes back over. You're going to see changeups down here. You're going to see sliders that come in like this. Maybe you might see some high ones, but that's a rarity. You're going to see probably fastballs come in here and here. And then you're going to hopefully see that curveball. Now, early in the count, it's okay to go over here. It's all right. But late in the count, you're going to see it all down here. All right. So that's fine. That was low. I mean, that's a good one. That's a first pitch strike. Great. 0-2, do not throw that. But 0-0, sure. You just got a strike from that. It's free real estate. Going back to the changeup, look at that, 88. Oh, that's so good. I don't know the result of this yet. It seems like a very weak one that could go for a hit. But this is essentially playing off the fact that, like, Freed is trying to throw, Freed threw the curveball for a strike here. Then the idea from Turner is that, oh, he's going to try and stay away with the fastball now to try and, like, change the speeds. Takes advantage of that. Does just what he did against Mookie Betts, where it started on the plate and then over. Oh, no. Oh, that's such a good effort, though. I got to say, that is way closer than I thought. And at this moment, you're not going to get help from the second baseman. You know that the first baseman can't, so it's either you or nobody if you're Max Fried. Like, you know this. Like, this, you can't get to first before Trey Turner. You've fallen off this way as a lefty. First baseman's too far away, so if he does make a play, it's too late. So you gotta do it. And he's like, oh no, this is bad. and then the extra hop, but that's a really good, like, look at this. The ball is so close. Like, if he actually gets this accurately a little bit more, he got the strength. Like, he gets Trey Turner. That's insane. That's insane. All right, so here we go. Man on first, two outs, fine. You follow Turner with Turner, and he's trying to do the slider for a strike this time. I think this was, looks like they're trying to go down, and they kind of, what we're talking about, take advantage of maybe an aggressive Justin Turner. You don't want that slider here. I mean, that's just the danger zone. They're not actually trying to get it here. They're trying to get it underneath and induce a swing for a quick out. That's really the other goal with this one. I messed up. There we go. And there's a slider that misses up. And guys, let me know in the comments if you like these the colors or not. That one's kind of lucky. This is a this fell into the zone, and it's just kind of, I mean, there is an approach. There is a big theory going on, kind of like MLB The Show, where guys are throwing high sliders for strikes. It's the old Colin McHugh method and Anibal Sanchez when they had those mysterious, really good years. They did it a lot, where it's sliders that start up and then fall back down to the zone for called strikes. It's kind of hard to figure out. We generally call those hangers, though. And if they're ready for that, those are easy to knock, but it's just about anticipation. And if you can sneak those in, you can do that a ton. We'll see. We'll see how much the league does it. Tarek Skubal did that, for example. And that's kind of cool. So that's a high heater paired with the slider. So it's like maybe Turner's thinking, oh, he threw all these sliders up. It could be one of those that fall back in, but instead it stays up as a fastball. And this is a very aggressive Turner. And all I think is, what has worked? Change up away now. Slider down. Curveball down here, right? Like, or fastball up. You are not throwing a strike intentionally in the zone right now. Like, you are staying away with this completely. Let's see what we get. And there's that changeup again. And I got to say, I am absolutely floored that in this 7th inning, Max Fried's best pitch was his changeup. And that's his 4th pitch. You know, we talk about Max Fried, it's like 94, 95. It's actually 95 this year, which is beautiful. We saw 93 there. Fine. It's the 7th inning, whatever. 95. It's a big curveball for strikes and then a slider for whiffs, hopefully. But that changeup showing up, and he did all of them perfectly where they started on the plate and then off. That's pretty cool. But Max Fried, I mean, this is the Max Fried that we know, right? We had some starts at the beginning of last year where he was pretty bad for his first 3 starts and then went and had like a 2.5 ERA the rest of the way. And he was a slow start again this year for the first couple starts, and now he's great. So that's Max Fried, everybody. And if you like this video, please consider subscribing, hitting the bell. Make sure you don't miss any of these pitch video breakdowns in the future. We do them every single weekday, and you're going to learn about a lot of pitchers through the entire year, I guarantee you. And also, you can watch this live on Twitch, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. every single weekday morning. So come on by, hang out. It's a ton of fun. But that's going to do it for today. So my name is Nick Pollack, and may your BABIPs be low and your strikeouts high.